So today hopefully I'm going to put this mud into the tank. Got the box out of the shed, has the tank in it, so I'm going to set that up, make sure it's nice and level. But yeah, I've been filling this bin up about halfway. It's been a week now, and just draining it off the top there with that cut off 1.25 litre container there, just draining that off, and done that about 4 times this week. So hopefully there's a bit of the extra nutrients is gone. Yeah, so I'll start the tank setting up process, which is going to be awesome. So I've just tipped the get a little sun in there. There we go. So I've just tipped the water off the top there. Just dug the shovel in. It's a little bit bright, but yeah, you can kind of see that glossy stuff on the top left there. I'm going to say that's like the more of the silty from leaving the water sit, and so that's the finer particle materials on top. So I don't know, I'll go ahead and just take off that top layer and use that. So I dug the shovel in there. There's more of that meatier stuff down there, so I won't be putting that top silty smooth stuff into the tank. So yes, the water drained off there. It's nice and wet, can't say it's not, so that's that. Georgia, can you read that number there? What's that? 4? 40. We got 4.0. So we're working with about 4 litres of mud here in this bucket. This is my fish bucket, so we'll see how that goes in the tank. Alright, the mud is in the tank. I've given it... This is going to be interesting. It's such a small tank. It's only a 30 litre tank, and I'd probably put a bit too much in. Plus cap. Oh, very dodgy reflection there. That's better. So I'm going to say that's about... I've put the full inch in there, just shy of. Then you got to put the cap on top of that. So I reckon I'm going to have to do a bit of cutting for the intake when that goes in. But yeah, you can kind of see the beam going up to. Oh, there we are. Got about an inch worth of mud. So I bought some new capping. So I'll go outside and wash that now. Still got some mud left, but I'll just throw that in the garden. So yeah, I'll go wash the capping off and put that on top. Capping on. So it's a 5 kilo bag of pebbles. Just kind of nice natural colour there. So it's a pretty thick capping, probably not as much as it should, but kind of rose up there on the edges where it kind of pushed the water out of the way, so it kind of came up there on the edges. So hopefully in the middle it's a bit better. So now I haven't got any plants at the moment, so I'm just going to do a few more flood and fills, but I'm pretty happy with how this turns out. It looks like most of the other videos I see on the net. So that's about a good inch and maybe half an inch of capping there. So hopefully it's enough. Otherwise we'll start again, I guess. But you got to try these things out. So I'll start the filling process. Yep. Alright, filling up the tank. I've just got a siphon going. Don't bump it, Stelly. Stella, don't touch it. Water will go everywhere. And fill up nice and slow so you don't disturb the mud. I've just gone cup and saucer. So it falls gently off the saucer, and eventually it'll be deep enough to just siphon straight in. So it's a good way to start it. Don't pour your water straight in, otherwise you're going to stir up all the mud. So if you can find yourself a cup and saucer, the wife will probably yell at me if you're using these, but hey, it's going to get the job done.
Dad, why did you get this out of there?
Alright, that's the first fill. Went well. No dirt explosions. There you can see the dirt and the capping settling down quite well now. So hopefully that'll keep my plants going. Yeah, it's probably a little less capping than it should be in there, but the cup worked for filling up. So I did 1.5 of those buckets with the cup just to make sure, and then I started pouring the rest. And when I poured it in the top, made sure I poured it into the glass. So pretty cool. Alright, it's getting a bit dark for filming now, so I'll leave it at that for tonight. See you in the next bit.